Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hi Lauren! Number 1, yes, I've had a haircut. Moving on. Number 2, I'm filming on a different camera, so hopefully the quality's a little better. I'm not sure if it is or not, but I hope so. And thirdly, yes, the background's changed. I had a bit of a mad cleaning spree sort of thing, I guess. I got a bit carried away and got rid of the whole entire thing, which was quite large. You probably only saw like a section of it, but yeah, there was quite a lot of posters on there, and I just took them all down and I just went mad. And I cleaned the whole house while my mum and dad were away because I thought that'd be nice for them to come home too. I just find that it's more calming for me to revise in a clean space, although I haven't actually done any revision, so that shows how effective that is. But I do understand what you said in your last video about hating cleaning but wanting cleanliness. I sympathise with that so much. As for you running out of underwear, just buy new underwear. Just, you don't have to do any washing then, just buy new stuff. Do you like the pretentious fairy lights I've got going? So, this week, as you probably already know, was the first week back after the mid-semester break. You asked me whether I had done anything exciting during the mid-semester break, and I did. I saw a movie with my friend Patrick, which you have probably seen the video of, and during the second week of the holidays, my sister and I were the only ones left at home because my two brothers and my mum and dad all went on a bike trip to Mount Gambier. Yeah, they were raising money for a charity, so they rode their bikes all the way to Mount Gambier, which, you know, that's great, but not for me. So during that week alone, my sister and I had a little dinner party with some of our friends, just a small thing. I filmed quite a lot of stuff for that too, so that video will be up sometime soon. I really don't know when. Editing is really hard. Especially when you're completely snowed under with work, as I am at the moment. The reason why is because, yeah, I did do a lot of stuff during the mid-semester break. Didn't do any work though, did I? No. So I have a lot of things to be doing right now, because I just didn't do them during the holidays. So I've got like 2 presentations this week, an SAG the week after next week. No, 3 essays due the week after next week. Crap. I'm not gonna get that done. I actually got something back the other day that I'd done all in one night, and it didn't pass. So, yeah, that whole theory that you had going that I can get HDs in one night doesn't work every time, unfortunately. As a result, my day-to-day life at this point is pretty much... Wait, what? What? Wait, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I hate this. But I still have time to sit down and do a video for you, though it probably shouldn't be. But moving on. So, my Easter, what we did for Easter, it wasn't a big thing. We did do a Good Friday service. We went to church on Good Friday and we ate communion, which is like, it's like bread and juice, and we sort of had it in a sort of Last Supper sort of style, which if you're familiar with the Last Supper story, I'm not sure if you are. Yeah, he says, breaks his bread and he says, "This is my body, this is my blood," and all that sort of stuff. And on Sunday, I can't remember what we did actually. We did go to church, but I can't remember what the service was about. Probably about Easter, I'm assuming. We still get chocolate from our parents, although Mum said she was going to be stopping that now. Still actually got my lint bunny. What was that? I've still got my lint bunny from Easter. I'm going to eat that soon. So Easter's pretty good for me. And of course it was like a break from uni and doing all that sort of stuff, which is always good. Now, you asked me what a poetry slam was. This is something that I think you should definitely know. So, poetry slam, according to Wikipedia, is a competition where poets read or recite original work. According to Urban Dictionary, slam poetry is a type of poetry expressing a person's personal story and or struggle, usually I can't read my own writing. Oh, usually in an intensely emotional style. So with this definition in mind, me and Victoria, who was my friend who went with me, didn't actually go to a poetry slam. We saw some slam poetry, but we went to a spoken word night. Spoken word is poetry intended for on-stage performance rather than exclusively designed for the page, often associated with hip-hop culture with strong ties to storytelling, modern poetry, postmodern performance, and monologue theatre. So we actually went to a spoken word night, which was held at Dimmick's in Rundle Street. It was really fun. I just felt like so alive at the end of it. I just wanted to write poetry and hear more poetry and wax lyrical about the moon and stuff like that. It was really good. So there you go. And I thought, seeing as I'm talking about poetry and explaining poetry to you, I might do a little bit of spoken word myself, because I wrote this poem a couple days ago on the bus, and yeah, I like it, so I might read it to you. It's not proper spoken word because I haven't memorized it, but I like it anyway, so I'm gonna read it to you. It's called The 4:40 Bus from Pulteney. They come from different walks of life and get off at different stops. Life has made similar lines on their faces, but has taken them on different routes. One wears sweatpants, another a blazer, while the last slowly knits as they chat. They ride comfortably, anticipating turns and jolts, not allowing rush hour to rush them. With kisses and high-pitched farewells, one departs to home. The bus moves on. Two without the other mix for jolted conversation, with long pauses between stops, and one alone is the worst. Without her companions, she stares unblinking at the blur, no surprises on the horizon. The bus moves on. There are no waves and kisses at her departure, a murmured thank you to the driver and a shaking hand on the handrail. She has to walk home. The bus moves on. What do you think? So I wrote that poem on the bus coming home from uni one day about these three women who I see there on that bus all the time, and they just chat together, and it just seemed so lovely. And so that poem kind of turned out darker than I intended it to be, but I like it, so I hope you like it too. So you asked me about my experiences traveling with my parents. Traveling with my parents wasn't tiring. Like, I didn't feel exhausted like you're talking about, and I didn't feel really homesick during that time. I think it was because, yeah, like you said, they organised it, and also because it was for such a short period of time. However, when I went on exchange when I was 16, 17, that was for 2 months. So by the end of it, yeah, I felt really tired and really just emotionally drained, especially because I was using a foreign language the whole time. It was draining on my brain, and at the end of the trip, we went on a little mini holiday to Rome, which was 4 days, and it was gorgeous. Like, I love Rome, it's so pretty there, and there was so much to do and so much to see, and I was using English most of the time I was there because the Italian people obviously don't speak German. So, like, it was a little bit refreshing for me, but at the same time, I was in a bad mood for the most of the trip because I was just so emotionally exhausted. I just wanted to go home. And I remember my exchange mother saying to me, like, "Joanna, are you okay?" Like, every few hours she would just be like, "Are you alright?" And I'd be like, "No, I'm fine. Like, I'm supposed to be enjoying this. This is a trip of a lifetime." But I wasn't. But at the same time, I look back on those memories as some of the fondest memories in my life. Like, it was such a good time. Like, I don't really remember how crap I felt. I just remember other people being like, "Joanna, you need to cheer up." So I'm hoping that for you, you're feeling less homesick now that you're sort of more used to it, I guess. And I know that you won't remember this feeling of homesick when you get home. All you'll be able to talk about is what you've been doing and how you've been living and, like, all your different experiences from being over in England. But I do definitely know what you mean about homesickness. That's the worst. I don't even know if this guitar's in tune. Kenneth, it's a wondrous place. There are thousands of people who good as it's gonna get. So my questions for you this month are, number one, when do you finish exams? I need you to watch Teen Wolf. I really, really need you to watch Teen Wolf. Number two, what's your favourite poem? Or if you want to, like, write a poem and read it to me, because that would be nice. But you don't have to, because that seems kind of like homework. And I don't want these to feel like homework. Something about... I'm having a lot of trouble thinking of a third question. So, what's your favourite thing you've done so far? Or, like, what's your favourite thing that you did while you were travelling? Either one. I don't know. So, I think that's all I've got to say. So, thanks for watching, Lauren, and I'm hoping that you're feeling better and that it's all going well for you over there. See you next time. I miss you heaps.